Hello friends, welcome to my channel Technotrade Triple One. Today I'm going to give my in-depth analysis on State Bank of India. It's a dream for almost every Indian investor, you know, to always follow this stock for ages and decades. So historically, this stock have given many good opportunities for investors to buy. Uh, The stock has closed at 184.50 paise on NSE on last trading session. So here I am going to tell you a few facts about SBI. Before going into my analysis on SBI, I request you people to kindly like and share my videos if you find some good information in the presentation. Also, I request you people to please subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button and also click the bell button to get the latest updates. So here I'm going to give an analysis on whether it is the right time to buy this share. I have also presented daily and monthly charts inside. Also, I have explained the historical returns of the stock for the last 10 years. So can we invest this share for long term? Yeah, you're going to get my answer very soon. Here I am going to present you about what is the business of State Bank of India and what is the share it is having in the country. So the State Bank of India is the country's oldest bank and a premier in terms of balance sheet size, number of branches, market capitalization, and profit is today going through a momentous phase of change and transformation. In simple, it is the country's oldest bank and it has a big balance sheet and the number of branches are very high compared to any other branch or any other bank, sorry. Market capitalization and profit is today increasing compared to the older days because they are now concentrating on profit generating business models. So it is the largest bank of India as everyone knows and it holds 23% market share in assets and besides a share of 1/4 of the total loan and deposit market. So which means out of the every 100 rupees of the loan funded to the borrowers in the country, SBI almost funds 25% of the total loans in the country and it is also having a almost 25% of the deposits market in the country. Deposit market means the deposits, fixed deposits or the term deposits. So recently if you see SBI is also entering into so many businesses like so many businesses and products like pension funds, general insurance, custodial services means demat services and private equity, and they have also launched the mobile banking app called SBI which is really doing good, and POS merchant acquisition, advisory services and structured products, and each of these products have huge potential for growth, which means they have you know good profit generating models. So in February 2017, the Union Cabinet approved the proposed merger of State Bank of India and five subsidiaries, a combination that will create the first Indian lender to rank above the world's top 50. State Bank of Bikaner and Jaipur, State Bank of Hyderabad, State Bank of Mysore, State Bank of Patiala and State Bank of Travancore. All these five banks merged with the SBI. And according to the plan approved by the board of SBI in August 2016, investors in SBBZ holding 10 shares got 28 shares of SBI. Investors in SBM and SBD holding 10 shares got 22 SBI shares each. The other two banks are not listed. Coming to some technicals, the stock is trading about 20-day moving average of 172.82 and 50-day moving average of 175.03. And 100-day moving average is 224.60, where the stock is facing temporary resistance. 200-day moving average is 264.60 rupees. The first table shows the shareholding pattern of SBI. As it is a public sector entity, Majority of the shares are held by Government of India and they hold around 56.92%. Coming to the FIS, GDS or OCBs or NRS, they hold 10.94% shares in SBI. The banks and insurance companies are holding 10.63%, whereas the mutual funds and UTI are holding 13.72%. The others means retailers and some other institutions, domestic institutions and all, they hold around 7.79% in the stock. So, coming to the annual results or annual performance of the stock compared to March 2019 and March 2020, the net interest earned is increased by 5.95%, which is a good sign. And even the operating performance or operating profit of this company has increased by 14.93%. And if you see the net NPS, they have reduced by 0.78%, which is a good sign. And the gross NPS also have decreased by 1.38%. So final, what does it matter is net profit, and net profit has increased by almost from 25.17 crore to 10,895 crore, which is a damn good figure. So here I'm comparing the stock return with the Sensex return, because as an investor you people are very much interested in what is the return that you are going to get if you are going to invest in this stock. Though past performance doesn't guarantee any future performance or non-performance, here I'm just going to compare the stock performance with the Sensex performance. If you see the last 1 month, the stock has given 20.75%, whereas the Sensex has grown by 15%. And the last 3 years performance, the stock is minus 36%, whereas the Sensex has given 10.92% return, positive return. And the last 5 years, the stock is minus 29.08%, whereas the Sensex is 27.15% positive performance. In the last 10 years, the stock has degrown by 22.24%, whereas the Sensex has given 100% absolute return. So what does it say? It says the stock has not given returns compared to Sensex in the last 10 years. So coming to the daily charts of the SBI. The stock has closed at 184.50 on NSE on the last trading session, and the stock is currently facing a resistance, temporary resistance at 198.48. So above 186 the stock can reach 198 or 200 levels. So once this level is crossed, the stock can reach 244, but stop loss is 174 rupees on a daily closing basis level. So here if you see, the volumes have increased in the last 4 days, where you see beautiful green big candles coming up, and the RSI also is trending and it is at 58.15 levels. So RSI support is also there, hence some return can be expected in this stock. And the positive DMI is also rising up at 26 levels and slowly building up the energy to reach the 35 levels. Even the ADX is also moving, moving or in the areas of 20.50, and we need some strength in the ADX to confirm the trend. The negative DMI, however, is pointing down, which means the bearish sentiment is slowly disappearing in this stock. Here is the monthly chart of SBI, and SBI is temporarily facing a trendline resistance at 196.49. However, once 196.49 is broken on the upper side, the stock has a tendency to reach to 244 levels on a monthly basis. However, the stop loss on a monthly closing basis is 166. Here also if you see, the RSI is at 37 levels and it is slowly moving upward. The negative DMI is turning downwards, and the positive DMI and ADX is turning upwards, which means the bullish momentum is coming slowly on a monthly levels. However, volumes are not still encouraging, because the stock once breaks 196, you will see the volumes coming on the daily levels also, or monthly levels for that matter. Thank you all. Please subscribe to my channel. Please do like and share my videos to your friends. Please follow me on Twitter and Telegram. Thank you all.